Pantry. And today, well, I've got a Back of the Pantry video, and I'm literally pulling from all angles of my pantry. I've got my home canned pantry. I've got my what created that broth that's leftovers, plus some fresh that I pulled out of the freezer. I've got my Thrive because it's 5:30 on a weeknight. I worked all day. I have to work tomorrow, and I want to get this video up for you, but also I don't want to chop and peel and chop. So I have onions, celery, and carrots in here. I'm gonna throw some fried garlic. I don't have to mince, peel, any of that. I'm gonna do the equivalent to a clove of garlic. So I'm doing a chicken bake, and our Back of the Pantry challenge this month is a stovetop. So everybody has posted their video at the same time. A stovetop or stuffing mix. This is Kroger brand chicken stuffing mix. I actually really enjoy this. It's got all the good flavor. It's made with real chicken broth. We're gonna add some more bone broth that I did, chicken broth that I canned. You just watched, if you were on here, you just watched me do that video. Some of the chicken that I pulled out, because I pulled one of the chickens out and boned it before it was cooked to death, you know what I mean, for recipes, and I've been using it. I've made soup, I've made chicken and dumplings, and now I'm going to use some more of it for this. So we're going to use this, and I've got my Kirkland brand grass-fed butter. It's like Kerrygold, only about $3-4 cheaper. So I've got a nice little cube of that. I'm going to get that in the microwave, melt that butter. I've got a can of cream of chicken, and my stuffing, and let me get the chicken all cut up. I've got 2 chicken thighs that I thawed out. I'm gonna get these off the bone and take the skin off and get the meat cut up. So we're gonna have a mixture of dark and light because this is all breast meat. Let me bring you in close. I'm going to let this refresh with a chicken bone broth. Look at that. This is so good. Literally, that's about all it's gonna take. I'm gonna add more for the stuffing, but I wanna refresh the vegetables, and really and truly it's just like I sauteed them in the saute pan, because I'm gonna add that grass-fed butter. Back of the Pantry doesn't get easier than that, and I have no waste. I didn't have to go shop for these veggies. I didn't have to chop them, wash them, nothing. There's no prep. Ooh, and they smell good. I can smell the garlic and the onions and the celery. Delicious. All right, let's do this. Come on in. Okay, so now moving forward, I've got my Tupperware Ultra Pro pan, and I had just a little bit of butternut squash, and I thought, I don't want to waste that. I'm going to throw it in there. So we're going to have a little butternut squash in our mix, which is a great fall to winter dish. 2 chicken thighs cut up, and I sprayed my pan, even though I'm not going to, oh man, damn. I cut up a little bit of chicken breast from that meat that I had cut up, and I'm going to put that in there. I cut that up, and I want to mix the meat. The thigh meat is going to keep it nice and moist. So you really just want to make sure that the bottom of your pan is covered, whether it's with just meat or meat and veggie. And this is going to be such a good casserole. I'm excited. Okay, let's get that cleaned up. And bleach wipes are your friend. I love having quarts because I can just run the bleach wipes right across there. Okay. Next step to success. And I've got my butter melted, but I'm gonna add, and this is where we're gonna mix some more, a can of cream of chicken. You could use cream of anything. If you want cream of mushroom, cream of celery, all of the above will work. And that's gonna end up to be a lot of our gravy mixture. Let's just get that down in there. I don't know that I'm even going to mix it around. I'm just going to spread it out. Ooh, you know what I just thought of? I think I need. I do. I'm gonna put some sour cream. I think I'm gonna put some sour. You know what? No, I'm not. I'll be right back. Okay, so who doesn't have? Here, I'm gonna wipe this off with this piece of cheese. There we go. Who doesn't have Velveeta of some sort hanging out in the fridge, in the garage? I just happen to have a partially used pound of Velveeta, and we all know it's not cheap anymore. It used to be, but it's not anymore. So I'm gonna lay some slices down here, and just to add it some goodness. And I believe this is a pepper jack. You see some flecks. So anyways, a little layer of goodness. It's gonna melt, it's gonna be creamy, and I'm using up what I have available in the refrigerator in the garage. Okay, I just remembered I had that, and I'm so glad I did, because that will help me feel like I'm using stuff the correct way. Okay, so I've already put the garlic. I'm gonna put a little bit of black pepper. I'm not gonna add salt because the soup has salt in it. The broth isn't salty, but let's get a can of the broth here, at least 3/4 of a can. Clean out your soup can a little bit. There's a little bit of goodness in there. You don't want to waste it, right? Easy. And we're going to put our stuffing mix. Hold on. Right. Oh, I'm so excited about this. This is so good. And this is enough for 4 hungry people with a salad. So I've got my stuffing mix open. My bag is not open. Oh, good. My bowl is just barely big enough. And there's recipes on the backs of these. So this one had a really nice one, Mexican chicken bake. So I just put a different spin on it. But okay, so we're going to add that broth, or bone broth, in to soak up what we got. I do want some poultry seasoning, even though it's got a little bit. I want a little bit more because I absolutely love sage this time of year, actually any time of year. So I'm going to add probably 1/4 teaspoon of that, and we're going to get that butter, melted butter, and that was 1/4 cup of butter. Look at that golden, delicious. Okay, don't miss a drop. I paid for all of that. And now mix this up with the veggies. Let that kind of absorb into the stuffing mix. And then we're going to put it right on top. You know what? I don't think there could be anything better right now. Just getting ready for that Thanksgiving meal. You could do this with turkey after Thanksgiving. I do this a lot with chicken, but I love it. And you can do this in individual portions as well in those muffin cups. So we're gonna go ahead and jar this back up. I've been drinking this bone broth in the morning. It's fantastic. And I don't feel like I need coffee, believe it or not. Okay, now we're going to get our stuffing mix down over top. Oh yeah, look at that. So everything's got that chicken broth, that bone broth, and I'm sorry guys, I'm left-handed. Look at that. Got a cheesy bit. And because I'm using the Ultra Pro Pan by Tupperware, and my link's down below for Thrive and Tupperware, just so you know, if you're interested. And the Rada knives that I use are also, that link's down there too. This lid will keep this from over browning. It will brown, but it will never over brown. I can put cheese on top, and like mozzarella, and it'll get a little brown, but it won't get to where it loses any integrity. So there you go. In a 350-degree oven for about 35 minutes. We've got to cook that chicken through. Otherwise, if it was completely cooked, it'd probably be done in 25. But I'm still going to be done in less than an hour. Okay, so this is out of the oven. I've let it sit here and rest for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. And I actually cooked this off for 40 minutes in the oven. I wanted a little brown on top. It's still really hot. And some of that stuffing stuck to the edge of the lid, which is okay because there's butter in there. Oh, I can smell the butter. So, oh my goodness. Now, I probably should let this sit a little longer, but I'm starving. I'm starving. It's time to eat. And I am excited. Okay, I'm flinging stuff all over the place. Okay. My pan's cooled down enough to touch, so it should be cool enough to eat, right? Not. Oh, it smells like, literally, this always smells like Thanksgiving no matter what time of year I do this. Okay, that's way more than I need, but, oh yeah. So you have everything you need right in one dish. Look at that. Yum. Can you see the steam coming off that? I am not going to eat that right now, I don't think. So I got the butternut squash. I'm super excited about using that up. I was kind of stressing because I bought several of them and they're big and you can only use so much in each recipe. And so we're going to get a bite of butternut. So we get some extra health benefits, some chicken thigh meat, some stuffing. Let's get that. And oh yeah, there's cheese in there. All right, guys, I can't wait till you try this. Back of the pantry. This is one of the things you can do with stuffing mix. I have dozens of things you can use these in, but this was the quickest, easiest thing that I could come up with tonight on a weeknight after work. Oh wow, I'm just gonna tell you, adding that Velveeta, that's creamy. It's delicious. It's probably not the healthiest because of the Velveeta and the other stuff. It's a sometimes food. But, oh wow, yeah, it's really good. There's some butternut squash in there. The chicken is done perfect. It's moist. It's delicious. It's Thanksgiving in a bowl. Okay. That is my addition to Back of the Pantry this month. Next month, we're going to be doing something different, so stay tuned. All of the girls are going to be posting. They just posted at the same time. So go over and watch their videos. Give them a like, subscribe, and comment. This is going to work with me tomorrow. Yum. All right. Bye.